Welcome to the realm of intoxicating flavors and head-banging beer reviews.
What's up, everybody? It's the Ginger Yeti, and I've made it back home. The Metal Crushes ALL tour is over, and I'm back in the house, and it's time for my first beer, so I got back home. But before I have this beer, I just want to say thank you to Cannibal Corpse, Obituary, Frozen Soul, Robin, and all the crew with the support bands. You were awesome. Such an easy tour with you guys. Big thanks to Ted, Big J, Olavi, Yoke, and Johan from Amon Amarth for once again trusting me with their merch money and with everything that I have to do. Really appreciate you bringing me out once again. And the biggest shout out goes to the Great Heathen Crew. Such an amazing crew of people that was put together for this tour. It's one of the best Amon Amarth crews I've ever worked with. Thank you guys so much for everything you've done and how much help you were with all the jobs I had to do. So this beer review is dedicated to all you guys. Thank you so much. And now on to the beer. So we ended our tour at the Mighty Ducks Ice Hall in Anaheim, the Honda Center. And a brewery called Rad Beer Company made a special beer for that night. And the beer is called Crushes ALL. And as you can see, there's this awesome artwork on here, which was the ad mat for the tour. And it says Amon Amarth Crushes ALL, because the name of the tour was Metal Crushes ALL. And this is a West Coast India Pale Ale. Comes in at 7% alcohol, 60 IBUs. A little blurb on the back of the can here. And it says Crushes ALL West Coast IPA. This West Coast IPA crushes all other IPA. It is brewed with a ton of mosaic and the ever so tasty Citra hops. A very chilled malt base provides the... Man, back in the terrible lighting where I can't read, and this thing, it's so humid up here, this thing keeps getting covered in condensation. A very chilled malt base provides the canvas to showcase these beautiful hops. Dry hop with Citra Cryo, Citra pallets, and Mosaic pallets. This beer is pure tropical fruit packed with huge Citra aroma. Well, I can tell you right now that sounds pretty delicious to me. I like citrus, tropical. Man, this is just getting covered in condensation. Once again, I'm going to show you the can. It says Amon Amarth on the side here. Rad Beer Company on the other side. Like I said, that was the ad mat for the tour. I'll try to throw a picture up of the ad mat from the tour. But this is just super cool to have a beer company, a brewery, do a special beer for the last show of the tour. So let's get into it. As this was a special one-off beer, there's not a whole lot out there. Gets a 4.22 on Untapped, but there's only 16 check-ins. Obviously, there's nothing on Beer Advocate. Probably never will be, as this was a one-off beer for the final show of the Metal Crushes ALL tour. Surprisingly, I don't have any sort of Amon Amarth glassware. Need to figure out how to get some of that, if there is even out there. Because that would be cool to get some sort of Amon Amarth beer glass. Look at me, I don't even have my SRM chart anywhere. No idea where I put it. Huh. So, I do know where it is. I grabbed my SRM chart. It was still in my computer bag from tour. It's still all beat up. One of these days I'm going to print one of these out. Get it laminated so it can survive. But look at that color. That's almost crystal clear, see-through. The SRMs, that's probably about a 3 on this beat-up, faded SRM chart. If you wipe away the condensation, that's almost see-through. And as I misspoke in another video, I always, for some reason, associate thick, cloudy beers as West Coast. I think it was Blue Ice mentioned that that's not the case, but West Coast IPAs are generally pretty clear. And this is definitely a really clear beer. Had a nice, frothy white head turn into big bubbles. Kind of pillowy now, dissipating rather quickly. That just looks like a delicious beer. Let's go in for the nose. Yeah, that's just Citra hops. Very, very citrusy. And that's about all you get is the citrusy hops. And I've been talking for a minute, so let's get into this beer for my first beer review from back home. Thanks once again to Cannibal Corpse, Obituary, Frozen Soul, and the almighty Amon Amarth for such an amazing tour. Skull. yeah, that's nice mouthfeel. Kind of almost a medium body there. It's got nice, juicy citrus hops. You get a little bit of bitterness in there, but nice, a really nice citrusy flavor. Tropical fruit, citrus. This beer definitely crushes. I'm giving Crushes All 2 big horns up. This is a crushing beer. This is a great beer. This is the perfect beer to brew for the last show at the Anaheim Ducks Ice Hall for Amon Amarth. Killer beer, Rad Brewing. Rad Beer, I'm sorry. Killer tour. Thank you all for watching me throughout this tour. Thank you all to my new subscribers. And as always, embrace the adventure.